Okay, let's unpack this. You imagine a company like Amazon, so dominant, right? You'd think every venture they touch just turns to gold.
Mm.
But what happens when one of their big strategies um, hits an unexpected bump? Maybe
Hmm.
forces them to pivot a little.
Yeah.
Today, we're diving deep into Amazon's private label world.
Right. And for anyone maybe not totally familiar, private labels are those products a retailer sells under its own brand. Think Amazon Basics.
Exactly, competing directly with the big established names.
Precisely. And these initially offered, really appealing, affordable options for budget-conscious shoppers. It was all built on that Amazon promise of value and convenience.
Yeah, I think we all bought into that.
So our mission today is to understand the, well, surprising recent shifts in this space and what they really reveal about the market, about your shopping choices based on the sources we've looked at.
Okay, so when Amazon first rolled out its private labels, everyone saw them as a real market disruptor, didn't they?
Ah,
Offering low-cost versions of everyday stuff. They became a quick go-to if you were looking for a deal. I mean, I definitely have an Amazon Basics cable somewhere, probably several.
yeah, me too. They built that reputation for unbeatable value right there on the platform.
But you're saying things have changed.
Well, what's fascinating here, despite that early impact, that widespread availability, recent data shows a genuinely surprising shift.
Okay.
Amazon's private label market share, it actually declined. It went from 1.0% down to 0.9% between the first quarter of 2023 and the first quarter of 2024.
Hold on. 0.9%. That sounds tiny. Is that really significant?
Well, 1% market share might sound small in the grand scheme of retail, but for a private label operation the size of Amazon's, that's billions in sales.
Oh, okay. Billions.
Yeah. So dropping zero point 0.1 percentage points, that's effectively like a 10% reduction in their private label sales in just 1 year. That's a significant flag, especially when, our sources indicate drops across 16 of the top 20 physical goods categories. So it's not just a minor blip, it signals a real strategic challenge.
A decline
Right.
for Amazon. That is surprising. What do you think is driving that?
Well, it seems to point to a couple of things. Increased competition is definitely a major factor.
Right? More choices now.
Consumers have more options than ever, yeah. Other online retailers with their own private labels, discount marketplaces are stepping up. But here's where the data gets interesting. There's a twist.
Okay. I'm listening.
Because even with that overall dip,
Uh-huh.
some categories for Amazon's private labels actually saw significant growth.
Really? So some are soaring while the overall trend is down.
Yeah.
That's a fascinating countercurrent. Which
Yeah.
ones are doing well?
Exactly. The thriving ones were health and household, baby products, beauty and personal care, and sports and outdoors.
Okay. So
Yeah.
essentials, basically.
Pretty much. It suggests that in areas where maybe trust and convenience are key, or where purchases are more routine, perhaps less brand-driven, Amazon's private labels are still finding strong traction.
Right, like baby wipes or cleaning supplies. You might just want a good price and know it works. You're not necessarily loyal to a specific big brand.
Precisely. So yeah, it's clearly not a uniform story across the board. It's nuanced.
That makes sense. So how's Amazon reacting? They can't be just standing still watching this happen.
No, definitely not. If we connect this to the bigger picture, Amazon isn't ignoring these shifts at all. They're being quite proactive, actually.
How so?
The launch of Amazon Saver in 2024, that's a prime example.
Amazon Saver. What's that?
It's not just another sale. It's Amazon's new dedicated private label program specifically targeting those ultra-budget products. We're talking things typically priced under $5.
Under $5. Okay, that's really going for the low end.
Exactly. It clearly reflects them adapting to, changing consumer demand and that intense competition, possibly from the deep discounters.
Yeah.
It's a very pointed move to recapture the most price-sensitive shoppers, maybe redefine a part of their private label identity.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener, the consumer?
Well, it signals shifting preferences, for sure.
And more competition, right, from other brands, other retailers.
Definitely. And it proves that even the giants like Amazon, they're constantly recalibrating. They have to adjust their strategies, sometimes in real time, to meet what you're looking for, whether that's, a premium feel or just the absolute lowest price.
So the big takeaways from this deep dive.
I'd say, First, that subtle but important decline in Amazon's overall private label market share. Second, the nuanced picture across different categories, some growing strong, others facing headwinds.
Right.
And third, Amazon's proactive response, these new initiatives like Amazon Saver. They're not sitting back.
Yeah, this really shows that even within these massive retail trends, there are always these fascinating sort of countercurrents and strategic pivots happening. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? In the long run, how will retailers balance that drive for affordability with, brand loyalty? And what does that mean for the future of your shopping choices?